Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some pretty big PlayStation 5 Pro news over here, and we also have some pretty cool announcements too as well. Now, if you guys may or may not know, right now is Returnal's 4th anniversary, and this game was actually a really banging game. I play this game a lot, and this is one of the more, I guess, like, exclusive PlayStation 5 games that I think was also on the underrated side. Now, a lot of people like it. The game itself was fantastic, and of course, if you guys have never played it, it's kind of like a Binding of Isaac type style game. Is probably the best way to go and do it. And it's a great game. But this also kind of leads to, as of today, there is a really big PS5 Pro update for the game itself, and it's actually a little bit more in depth than just the game is better. Now, the game is cool. The game is dope. This is the PS5 Pro gameplay over the background over here. We'll give credit to the link down below, but it also leads towards a few other cool things. Number one is that there's a brand new game made by House Marque called Saros, we're going to talk about really quickly, but as well, the PlayStation 5 itself did like special updates, where the fact that the game itself graphically is way more improved, way more pixels, and of course, just something that we never even maybe expected would be possible with the PS5 Pro, and a little bits and pieces of other various news. We've also had some updates too for Borderlands 4, which is actually now even gone earlier, and of course the Ghost of Yotei, which I still have not had a chance to go and showcase and talk about as of yet, which I should, so we have a lot of stuff to break down throughout this video, so subscribe if you guys are new. We have our Switch 2 giveaway and description in the comment section down below. We also have the Twitter, the second YouTube account will be active, so go literally subscribe there right now if you guys haven't, leave a like and your thoughts down below. So as you guys can probably go and see from the gameplay itself, this is just a little bit and piece of Returnal. So quick notes before we get to the PS5 Pro news. If you guys missed it, there is another brand new game made by the same people in a similar vein of this type of style of game called Saros. This is one of the PlayStation events, and the game itself looks phenomenal. I'm going to maybe showcase up there in a second, but in general, like, the game looks cool. This is in regards to Saros, if you guys want to see the announcement trailer over here. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit, but you guys can probably see it's a very similar vibe. So what happened with the PS5 Pro is that with the better GPU, better optimization, and even things like the PSSR, they've had a chance to finally fully update this game. The game itself came out when the PS5 was first coming out back in like 2021, and well, the game itself ran well. I believe it used the different types of upscalers too, basically utilizing the baseline PS5, but now with the PS5 Pro, it has a chance to utilize these features even more. And that leads into some bigger uncharted territory. Whether it's utilizing things like the PSSR and the AI integration and upscalers to make the game itself look a lot nicer, which they did. I believe it also updated the baseline resolution dramatically too as well. And this is something I haven't really seen happen too much in prior games. Now, we have seen the PS4 and even PS3 games utilizing the PSSR. There was that feature and button integrated with the PS5 Pro with it, and we've had a chance to see it upscale, but typically like a 720p upscaled to even attempting 4K is kind of shoddy. Like, you just need to have the baseline textures. It's like, you know, sometimes the more you stretch things out, the less detailed it looks like, even with AI filling on it in. Now, at 1080p to 4K works a little bit nicer because there's a lot more funner details. And obviously, 4K downscaling is great, 8K downscaling is great, and 4K to 8K is also very possible. But nonetheless, we actually had a really big update, which is why we're talking about it as of right this second, for when it comes to the brand new update. Now, some people are making comments on this stuff, and which is why I also got reminded that Saros even existed. That game will probably just be Returnal, but in a different shape and form, which I'm actually okay with. But right now, it actually means that they're having this massive improvement. And we saw the initial tweet, and we saw the comments on it too as well. I wish I actually had I messed up all my links, but whatever. Basically showing over here that there will be a 2.5x pixel increase. That was kind of the big marketing point and selling point over here. Maybe this website will take it over here too as well. You guys can see. Basically saying the Returnal PS5 Pro enhanced patch is now out. And this is saying featuring up to 2.5x the pixels on the PS5 Pro for a higher resolution experience on Returnal. Now, this, like I said, we've kind of seen this a little bit when it comes to the PS4 games, PS3 games, PSSR upscaling. So it's, I don't want to say it's crazy new or crazy things like whatever, but no, at the end of the day, like, this is cool. This is the first, I feel like, internal PlayStation game that I feel has had a major bump. Now, we've seen other prior games, like pretty much every PlayStation game has had a chance to utilize the PSSR, but for this one, this just seems a lot bigger, you know? Now, I do believe there was also some issues, though, that there was still some VRR updates with it, which I think even in the comment section down below, we'll kind of discuss and talk about it. But yeah, this is like a massive 1080p bump, which is kind of makes a lot of sense because that is the normal console expectations. There was 4K available and 4K upscaling in some games at 4K 30 FPS for the baseline PS5. But obviously with the PS5 Pro, we're kind of pushing more for that 60, higher resolution, using AI to kind of fill in the blanks. And I think that's what kind of makes this cool, because this is a little bit more of like a I guess I'm kind of yapping a little bit, but it's like a PlayStation specific upgrade and kind of goes and shows that once again, the PS5 Pro is a slightly good piece of technology. Now, the CPU could be better, the GPU could be better, like all the internals could be better, but like it's kind of showcasing some pretty good stuff. I made a video like a few days ago, if you guys saw it, and I was just talking about how like people were happy. Like people are happy with the PS5 Pro. Like if you actually have one, we are seeing on like Twitter, Reddit, all these various social media comments, my YouTube comments, even people who come and swing by my Twitch stream talking about it, like everyone's into it. Everything's going kind of good. It sucks that shimmering issue with the PSSR, kind of putting those little blinking lights and white specks everywhere, that really did go and put a huge, massive douse in the Pro fire. But ever since then, we have not really seen any instances of that. Like, have you guys seen me tweet about it or the YouTubers talk about it? I mean, I'm sure it might pop up, but I think they kind of figured out why that was happening. And right now, it seems like every brand new game with the PS5 Pro is doing great. Things like Indiana Jones did great, was very well. Assassin's Creed Shadows. The game itself actually ran better, like utilizing the PSSR now with the potential upcoming AMD integration, which I may want to have another update video on in the near future, so subscribe for that. Like, that's good stuff. I'm happy about this. Like, it's doing well. And they're also saying too, there's like a few caveats with it though, saying, yeah, and it should also mean that they aren't doing any weird double upscaling things where they had both TAA and checkerboarding from 1080p to 1440p to 4K, which has also happened too. Sometimes they're just doing too much at once and it makes it look janky and weird or whatever. Or that's kind of maybe a similar example. If you guys heard me like 2 minutes ago, talk about how like sometimes you have like a 720p to 1080p to try to like get like a 4K. It doesn't always work well because you just don't have the resolution for it, but sometimes just doing the one up can kind of fill in the blanks. Like that's where AI can kind of do well on. And we see this with NVIDIA cards, even on things on PC. It's common. Like it's not only consoles that do this nowadays. I think even the Switch 2 has a built-in NVIDIA upscaler that will be basically upgrading games and making graphics a little bit nicer. So that's at the end of the day going to be something important. So just kind of something to kind of note over here that people are discussing in the general forums. But also one big thing to note too, and this is why, once again, with the PS5 Pro and also just general like over time scales too, saying the game now also supports the variable refresh rate, which was completely disabled before, but although sadly still at the 60 FPS, but once again, adding these features like a VRR, having these extra pixels and having these better frame generations or even animations too with the PSSR and the PS5 Pro is kind of showing why this is kind of cool. Like the PS5 Pro is actually pretty good. Like another excuse to replay through the game too as well. The best reason to buy a PS5 Pro from me, I'm curious in the links, but it's kind of nice. VRR support, I don't know if they really have the unlocked framework, because there's mentioned that too as well. But like, yeah, this is actually pretty good. You know, on top of this, some people are saying like a performance bump would be kind of nicer because they're more focused on, say, the resolution on this. But I'm one of those people, you gave me, if I have nothing, but I have a chance to get more pixels, yeah, I'll take it. Now, if I could have kind of the same boat as them guy, could I also have more pixels, but also potentially more frame rate? That was the whole initial idea on the PS5 Pro, to have more of those various options. And, you know, some would have, instead of having the 30 FPS resolution mode, we'd have the 60 FPS resolution mode, which you really kind of think about is kind of a big deal when it's only like a $200 difference if you've never bought the console or trained the console. I mean, I'm slowly becoming still a fan for the PS5 Pro. I was never against it. Like, I was always kind of giving them good gracious and saying give them some time. And I think this is where they've kind of gotten some time. Now, there still might be some issues in first impression and such, but like, I'm kind of happy with this. Overall, kind of a cool update. I haven't really seen too much of a massive pixel improvement like this. Obviously, there are improvements in other various games too as well, but I think a lot of people are vibing out pretty good. And like a lot of people are like, time to go do more runs, time to go do more downloads, trying to keep on checking it out. And I got to say, this is a kind of a big deal. Now, we've also had some pretty big ideas too as well. This is a little bit on the, the brand new Ghost, the Yotei. I'm not sure if you guys want me to go and do a bigger deep dive. This might be like a little bit of a last minute like spoiler over here, but this game has the official release date now in October. Ghost of Tsushima is one of my favorite games out there. I really liked it. I think this is going to be a banging game. We've also heard some more details too as well, that this game's going to look at like the best game they've ever made, the best open world we've ever seen, which is why I'm referencing this article. And just a lot of people are down. Like, I just played Assassin's Creed Shadows, which was a good game. Like, all the hate aside, I did actually like it. I never beat it though. I got like 20 hours in. That was a good, it is what it is. I'll take it. But I will say Ghost of Tsushima was always the big comparison game, and that was better. I gotta be honest, it was better. But now we're seeing that there's gonna just be like just bigger everything. The world's gonna be nicer. The games look better in terms of an open world. Ghost of Yotei has the greatest freedom and map of any open world ever. Like, this is going to be one of the best games ever made, and I can't wait for later on this year. For not even just for Saros, but also Ghost of Yotei and all the other various things. So thank you guys so much for watching. Check out the Switch giveaway down below. I appreciate you guys all for existing. Twitter, Twitch, second YouTube, and you guys are all dope. Love you guys.